In the U.S. today, restaurants and bars are finding that going smoke-free is good for health and good for business.
Don't worry, it's not going to affect your business. It will not hurt you. Do not be afraid of this.
Smoke-free is a significant and widely supported public health movement. It's helping restaurants and bars reduce operating costs and legal liability, protect the health of employees, and increase customer satisfaction.
It's so much more enjoyable to spend my time here now since I don't have to breathe other people's discarded smoke.
If I walk in and I see that it is a smoking allowed restaurant, then I leave.
Today, more than half the U.S. population lives in areas that have passed laws requiring smoke-free restaurants and bars. According to Zagat's America's Top Restaurants Guide, 89% of Americans think restaurants should be smoke-free. It's no wonder that many establishments are saying yes to no smoking, like Ted's Montana Grill.
We really wanted to sort of set the example, as a national chain and being non-smoking.
Co-owner Ted Turner started this classic American restaurant in 2002 as a smoke-free establishment. Today, bison meat is being served up in smoke-free grills across 18 states.
We've received a tremendous amount of positive feedback from our guests that appreciate the fact that they know that they can always come to any Ted's Montana Grill, and doesn't matter where they sit, doesn't matter what section they're in, it doesn't matter if they're at the bar, they're going to have a healthy, pleasant dining experience without having to worry about smoke at all.
Because of this positive trend nationwide, cigarette companies and their allies have been waging a misleading campaign against smoke-free laws, with false allegations that they hurt local businesses. In fact, numerous scientific and economic studies show that smoke-free laws do not hurt patronage, employment, sales, or profits at restaurants and bars. This 2006 report on the economic impact of New York's Clean Indoor Air Act found that, quote, the law has not had an adverse financial impact on bars and restaurants. Just ask Jim McBratney of Staten Island. His restaurant voluntarily went smoke-free.
When the dining room went smoke-free 1 year prior to the Clean Air Act, we received no adverse economic backlash.
But McBratney was concerned when the law threatened to eliminate smoke in his bar. He actually testified against the Clean Indoor Air Act.
I hang my head sheepishly that I was, alarmed that what might have been, but it was, it never came to pass. But it seemed to make sense at the time to allow people to smoke in the bar. It was separate and distinct. I was a very frightened and very concerned bar owner. I stand here before you to say it'll be a decision that you are very proud of, and there'll be no economic hardship for you. I can almost guarantee it.
Non-smoking establishments make economic sense, as they often are able to negotiate lower fire and property insurance rates and reduce maintenance costs.
I don't have to buy ashtrays anymore. I don't have to clean up, cigarette butts on the floor.
You don't have yellowing. You don't have to paint us off, and the draperies don't smell or get discolored. So I think there's some maintenance benefits by being smoke-free.
For establishments that still allow smoking, a critical issue is legal liability with employee and customer exposure to secondhand smoke.
The very first restaurant I worked in, it was a smoking restaurant. And I would try to come to work, and you know how you kind of have like set sections, and I would pray, please don't put me over there, please don't put me over there, because I wouldn't be able to breathe the entire time I'm there, so I could not stand it at all. So,
in 1993, the National Restaurant Association advised its members they could potentially be held responsible for claims filed by employees who get sick because of secondhand smoke. In one such case, a non-smoking waiter was awarded nearly $100,000 under the Americans with Disabilities Act. Customers can and have sued as well. While the health risks of smoking are well known, many Americans don't realize that secondhand smoke contains more than 4,000 chemicals, including at least 69 known to cause cancer. In June of 2006, the Surgeon General issued a groundbreaking report detailing the serious health consequences of secondhand smoke, which include lung cancer and heart disease. The report says, quote, "There is no risk-free level of exposure to secondhand smoke." John Seffrin is the CEO of the American Cancer Society.
The business case now is compelling, and it's better to step up and show leadership and say, I'm doing this because it's in the best interest of my employees and our customers. I will say this, I've yet to run into a business person, a CEO, a company who said, we did it and we regret it, we did the wrong thing. Typically they say, gee, we should have done it sooner.
Frank Brightson has been owner and chef of this New Orleans restaurant for 21 years. It's been smoke-free for the past 15.
We have seen no adverse impact on our business from being smoke-free. I don't think there's an economic downside to it. People are here for fine dining, they're here to enjoy good food and wine, and they're going to do that. And if they can do it in a good, clean environment, I think it's good for all of us.
Today, restaurants and bars should have no reservations about going smoke-free. You can reduce operating costs and legal liability while protecting the health of your employees and increasing customer satisfaction.